Hello and welcome, I am Mr. Odin Lamont and welcome to my video today. Right, just a quick thing, today I'm going to be trying something new, and rather than just doing my normal video antics, as you can probably tell by the screen, I'm going to be doing a bit of a list making at the same time. Generally it's because well, to put it simply, I'm not really doing much of my videos, am I? So I thought, talk about something I can talk about, which is gaming, and do some good lists. Now, I'm pretty excited about this, generally because, well, to be truthful, this is something new for me, and I want to do this as a proper thing. I want to become a YouTube gamer, I've said this before. So without further ado, since this is my first list, I'm going to start off with something simple, basic, and to my heart. So today will be my top 7 Legend of Zelda games. Quick mention, the reason why I'm going for top 7 is 7's a kind of symbolic number for me. I'm a bit of a fan when it comes to number 7. I'm writing a book at the moment, and there's 7 heroes, 7 villains, 7 deadly sins, bloody, 7 bloody hell. So 7's the number, which is why I've got 7. And to quote that guy with the glasses, oh damn it, I forgot what he quotes. Well, anyway, I'm going to try and avoid periods of silence because that makes me out to be a bad YouTuber. And I've got a bit of a cold. Well, my nose is almost always blocked, so I'm going to try and do it as best I can. Also, on one other side note, I want to try and do a texture pack for this map. But the problem is I've tried to do texture packs, which I now call resource packs, and unfortunately I can't work it around my computer. My computer just does not want to help me out with that. I keep re-downloading Minecraft, putting all my saves back in, and it's telling me that I need to find sound folders or something in an assets folder, but there just isn't any, so I need to get somebody else to actually sort it out for me. Right, but anyway, without further ado, oh yeah, one more last thing before I actually start this list. I'm excluding games that I haven't played, unless I've played a few minutes or a few levels of it, or gotten up to more than one dungeon, because this is Zelda, so if you've got further than one dungeon, that's good. So, unfortunately, that means no Skyward Sword, and no... Oh, damn it, what's the other one? Oh, this sucks. Wind Waker, that's the other one. So no Skyward Sword, no Wind Waker. So, well, yeah, right, without further ado, and enough of my stupid antics, we're going to launch straight into the list. Number 7, because I'm starting at the top and going down. Number 1's going to be the top. Or I could do it as number 1, the bottom, 7, the top. I don't know, so just whichever, you pick. So, we're going to go for number 7. The last one on my list is Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Now, before the haters start hating, I've listened to many of people's opinion on this. Quite a few people, including Rabid Luigi and them guys over at the Chaos, I think it's Chaos Theatre Forum or something? Chaos Forum? I can't remember. But those guys, most of them agree that Majora's Mask is a pretty good game. And I agree. I've seen clips of the game and I've played up until... what did I get up to? I played the first dungeon on an emulator on my computer. Fortunately, though, my computer turned to cheese, and I never actually got back to playing it. Plus, the fact, I'm not a fan of using computer keyboards to actually play games. I prefer consoles, which means a joystick. So until I get a joystick, I don't want to play that many games on an emulator. Minecraft is different because it's not like I can do anything. Minecraft's designed for the keyboard, so... and I can't record games on my Xbox or Nintendo Wii because I just don't know how to. Right, number 6, the next one up, is The Legend of Zelda, the original Legend of Zelda game from the Nintendo Entertainment System. I haven't got a Nintendo Entertainment System. I've never been able to get one because I was born after it. I was born in '92, and the first console I got was a Nintendo 64, as you'll probably find out later. But I did play the Game Boy Advance port of it that was released on... not Game Boy Advance. Yeah, Game Boy Advance port. That was released a little while later. I played a decent amount of that, and I loved it. the whole adventure, the way you could just start on any dungeon, the way you could complete half the game without certain items, you could find secrets in almost every screen. It was exhilarating. Unfortunately, I never completed it. I got stuck at one point and I just couldn't get past it. And I couldn't complete the game because I needed that particular dungeon. So I ended up doing all the other dungeons and just not getting past it. And I gave up. I'm a bit silly like that. Right. Number 5. Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. Minish Cap was a very fun game to play, and I mean very fun. I'm not even under exaggerating it. It was very fun. I liked the little secrets you could get, the kinstones you could make, the way you could piece them together and unlock new places. That was fun. I like the art style. I like how cartoonish it looks. I'm a bit of a fan of cartoons. The whole thing just looked played brilliantly. I was a little let down when it come to later on in the game, and it just seemed to it wasn't that very original. But what can you do, huh? Right, number 4, Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening for the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Color DX, which is the Game Boy Color version. Now, this game was absolutely fantastic. In fact, I actually have it on my phone as an emulator, so I can play it wherever, whenever, however. So pretty much fun. And the game is brilliant. I like the storyline. I always get a bit upset, and I know I'm a tough enough Brit guy, but I always get a bit upset when I see the scene where he sat on the beach with the last one. I can't remember her name, but he sat on the beach and he's just sharing a moment with her. And I also find it very sad that the whole thing was in his head and it was a dream. Oh, spoiler, sorry. And it was a dream, and that, it ends and... Well, why am I saying spoilers? The game's over 10 years. If you haven't already played it, then don't complain about spoilers. But yeah, it always gets me, that dream, and it's all going to vanish the moment the windfish wakes up. Right, next up, Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. Now, I get loads of people's opinions, and loads of people, I mean the 10 people I've asked, loads of people's opinions saying that this game sucks, it's not very good, it's on rails mechanic, but I found that brilliant. I found exploration when off of the train absolutely brilliant. I found that the train itself was a brilliant way of transporting here, there, and everywhere. It was pretty fun. It was pretty entertaining, and I like how you could focus on other things rather than having to go long, laborious journeys over Hyrule Field here, there, and everywhere. You had a train to do it, and you could speed it up. And I really liked all the parts in the game, the different places you could go. It was very creatively made. It's one of the few Zelda games I actually have paid for and got in my possession. Right, let's go to number 2. Number 2 is my second favourite, okay? And I'm probably going to get a bit of hate for this as well because people don't like this game, but The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I cannot express how fun this game is. It's like Majora's Mask pumped up, and this is going on the fact that I've only played a couple of levels on Majora's Mask. It's like Majora's Mask pumped up. It is very dark and gothic in places, but I myself am a bit of a gothic well, not gothic, I'm grunge, but I like the gothic aspect, and to quite honest, I'm actually searching for a gothic girlfriend, so fingers crossed on that one. But regardless, it's a brilliantly fun game. I love the mechanics. I love the music in it. I've actually got the music for it that I play on my stereo when I go to sleep at night. Because I love the music, and that sounds very nerdy, but I love the music. The music is fantastic. The gameplay is fantastic. The whole game, the storyline is fantastic. The only thing is I feel that some points are a bit slow, but I like that, especially when you can go to the fishing and it's just serene and quiet and beautiful, or you can go to the icy icy mountain. And the track that plays on that is brilliant. It's so serene and quiet. And then you can go into the Frost Temple. I'm a bit of a Dark and Ice. You'll find out if I have a Pokemon list. A Ghost and Ice, sorry, when I do Pokemon. I love the darkness. I love the whole thing about it. It's just brilliant. I like so many levels. It's just a brilliant game. It's very well put together. And I am still stuck trying to get to the bottom of the Cave of Ordeals. So even now, 6 years after, oh no, coming up to 8 years, I believe, that it's been out for, and people, especially me, are still playing and enjoying this game. Finally, this one will come as no surprise, considering what I said earlier, and honestly, it's kind of like, I don't want to, it is, in all fairness, the first Legend of Zelda game I played. And since then, Legend of Zelda has been was the one that started it off. And now, when I look back on myself and I think of, what's an epic adventure? Ooh, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The Adventures of the Hobbit from, well, The Hobbit, you already know that. But they're what I think of when I think of adventure, and Ocarina of Time is the one that started it. Even down to the annoying owl. I loved the annoying owl. The owl wasn't just annoying, it was hilarious. I loved the music, I loved everything, the creepy levels, especially when it came down to the real creepy levels, like the bottom of the well and the Shadow Temple. They were both brilliant. The game was brilliantly crafted, and I believe the game's creator has even said as a note that he doesn't think he can actually overdo the game, but fingers crossed, because if he can do Ocarina of Time, I'm sure he can do another game. Ocarina of Time is just a beautiful game. It's one of the few games I can play over and over again. I'm actually looking forward, or hoping to save up money so that I can buy a Nintendo 3DS and actually sit down and play on the Nintendo 3DS. That was lovely, but kudos. You know, you can never be sure. So, but I mean, it's what I want to do. I love playing the games, and I just want to play the updated version. The whole game is beautiful, brilliantly crafted. That's generally about it. Before I go, I want to do a quick nod to my friends over at the Facebook page. There's a bit of confusion with that because I'm getting confused. But it's actually the group is called Die Trying, and it's a little group. I know one of the guys in it. I stupidly said in the last video that the guy was my friend was one of the bosses, but I don't quite know how it goes. To be truthful, I'm not really that in with, never met any of them in person apart from my one friend. And I barely even talk to them on Facebook. But what can you do? The other thing is, if you are going to check out the Facebook page, do me a favour. I'm going to be doing more lists like this in the future, and I would like to hear your opinions. I mean, your opinions matter. Everybody's opinions matter. Even the people on YouTube that are the trolls and all that, they still matter. So if you want to impart your opinions, be my guest. Put in, even if you want to say, "Oh, you're a faggot, you're an emo, stupid," do so. I don't care. I may sound like an attention whore, but I do like to hear people's opinions. I do like to hear what people say. So please do so. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to flag you or anything. So I don't even care if you're racist. I just generally don't care. Insults don't work on me. But I would like, if you do put your opinion down, you do want to call me a faggot, at least tell me a couple of choices of games you like, or whatever list I'm making next. My next list, which hopefully I'm going to be making exactly after recording this one. I'm thinking of doing it like back to back. I'm not quite sure which probably it will be. So I'll probably have a think right now. Think of something game related or even anything other. There are some lists I do want to do, like movie related, cartoon related. I'm a cartoon fan. Anything like that. Just anything to do with creative media in a whole. But I think I've waffled on for too long now. It's getting up to the 14-minute mark. Well, actually, it's past the 14-minute mark. And there is the end title card of this video as well. So anyway, like I was saying, hit up Die Trying group. Comment on the video. Subscribe if you want to. Like. I would like some likes because, like, nobody's actually done it. So please do so. Hope you have fun. Have a very good day or night or whatever you're doing. And goodbye.